Hey, good morning, my friends. Good Thursday morning. Almost went through one of the craziest weeks ever in our history this week. Weather-wise, fortunately, we've stayed rather calm, and it looks like we have some weather commotion, but not too terrible. There's a chance of severe weather in the far southwest corner of the state. I'll show that to you. We do have some accumulating snow up in the UP. We have some colder temperatures for the weekend, so some weather changes, but nothing that is really too kind of crazy out there. Hey, let's say good morning to some folks first before we get started. Let's say good morning to Margaret Fallon and Tom Ramsey and John Robert Williams. Hey, thanks for sharing that photo of the dead calm Grand Traverse Bay this morning and the sunrise on the Michigan Weather Group. Remember, you can sign up for the Michigan Weather Group on Facebook, and a lot of folks weigh in on weather around their part of the state. So really helpful. Hey, good morning, Sarah Gertz and Tiffany Hensel. Good morning. All right, let's get to it and show you what is on the way. So, obviously, storm system coming this way. The rain and thunder showers, that arcing area that you see, Iowa into Missouri, down into southern Illinois, down into southern Indiana, that's the warm front. That will shift through the area late this afternoon and this evening. And we're actually in the warm sector of the storm overnight tonight. So temperatures hold quite mild overnight, about 60 degrees. Really looks like we could have just some mild spring-like weather. Douglas, yes. Tornadoes, yes. We're going to talk about that. Still the chance of an isolated tornado in that same southwest corner, maybe pared back about 10 miles or so. So we'll take a look at that. And again, even yesterday, I wasn't talking massive severe weather outbreaks. So hopefully you read the post. It was the chance of isolated tornadoes and the first chance of some isolated severe weather. Just a heads up. I was trying to write it so that people aren't alarmed, but even before this coronavirus, I could write something that I felt like kept saying, keep it in the back of your mind, but don't get paranoid. And I'd get comments, why are you scaring everybody? And I'm like, boy. So here's a satellite picture, and you can see it is a fairly large storm. Look back into Mexico. That is the tropical moisture connection that feeds these storms coming in and out southwest, and that's why they can be pretty potent. They can have quite a bit of rain with them. This one moves along. That's one thing that kind of differentiates a heavy flooding storm versus a spring thunderstorms type storm. The thunderstorms move along. Storm Prediction Center says that the main area of severe weather, as expected yesterday, will be just back to our southwest, and that's a timing thing. Severe weather very often is timing, okay? And that is that a lot of times, most of it has to come together in the late afternoon, early evening. Not always. Not in the southeast part of the U.S. The southeast part of the U.S. is very classic for nighttime type severe weather and tornadoes. All right, now this just updated, actually. I looked at the one earlier. This just got updated to, let's see, at this morning, and they've actually inched the tornado chance out of southwest lower Michigan, again, because of the timing thing, and that's a good call. I was saying it was going to be just a small sliver, but back to the south and west, and obviously you can see the severe weather, if there is a tornado outbreak, so to speak, would be Indiana, Illinois, Missouri. Normally we'd worry about that at this time of the year because a lot of spring break folks traveling southward, but I don't know if that's going on. Hopefully, I guess, according to the government and what we're supposed to do, hopefully it isn't. As far as damaging wind gusts, just that 5% chance in the southwest quarter, southwest third of lower Michigan. Again, that's overnight. That's a timing thing. Systems usually weaken overnight, and then the hail would stay off to the west. So yes, still a chance of severe weather, but probably very isolated, probably in the southwest corner. Winter weather advisory in effect for the western part of the UP for about 3 to 6 inches of snow, and then various lakeshore flood advisory and warnings on the west side once the winds pick up out of the southwest and then turn toward the northwest. Hey, good morning, Cindy Blaine from Milan. And Neva Sumerix, you're welcome. Elaine Carlson, good morning. Maureen Dwyer, good morning also. Richard Gizek, how much rain? I'll try to get that for you here in just a second, okay? Amanda Staples, I think we all love a good thunderstorm, especially in the spring. Good, but not severe, obviously. Okay, so this is this afternoon, 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then 8 o'clock. 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock. So basically what you're going to see is a nice mild afternoon, early afternoon, and then rain and thunder showers will overspread 2, 3 in the afternoon to 8 in the afternoon from southwest to northeast. This is 2 in the morning, and this model tries to indicate where that squall line is. And notice how they took the tornado chance and carved it out of the southwest corner. Lake Michigan does have an influence on our instability, so sometimes you'll see them in marginal cases carve out Michigan because of that colder water on Lake Michigan. And let's see here. Try my name. All right, here we go. Heron Vinayagalami. Oh boy, that is a tough one, and it zoomed by. Sorry, you win. That was one of the toughest names ever. So this is tonight, 2 a.m. This is Friday morning, 8 a.m. Still perhaps a thunderstorm line in the southern 2 counties. This is midday Friday as the colder air comes in. Snow showers in the northern part of lower Michigan, eastern UP coming to an end. And then let's go through the weekend. That's Saturday. That's Sunday. It's dry. We like that idea, don't we? All right. So a little closer of a look at when it'll start. Radar forecast I like a little better. This is 3 in the afternoon. So 2, 3 in the afternoon, southwest corner, Grand Rapids. You probably get at 3 to 4 o'clock, and maybe Jackson and maybe Lansing, maybe into Flint and Saginaw. But by 5 o'clock, it's coming to Ann Arbor and to Detroit. Hey, first round of golf before it comes in. I do it noontime or so in the southeast. Then we're into this evening, 6 o'clock, and you can see the thunder showers move across the area. Nothing severe with that first batch. And then we go into the middle of the night and we get more the cellular, more scattered lines of thunderstorms moving through and a little bit of snow in the north. So that all comes to an end. Let's see what this model does give us for total precipitation. Just as a guide, somebody asked, I would say this is generally probably a ½ inch to an inch type rain, more on the half to 3/4. Hey, good morning, John Kuhn from Macomb, and good morning, Francis Udvari from Washington, and Laurel Spencer. Frankenmuth Cross supporters, all right, they're joining us. Okay, so there you go. So you can see that the blues are a ½ inch or more, the yellows are an inch or more, the greens are 1/4 to a ½ inch. So I would call it probably, I'd probably call it 4/10 to 8/10 of an inch is probably what you're looking at for the most part. Temperatures, high temperatures today should be in the 60s in, yeah, I would say from Grand Rapids, south and east. Almost 60 in Saginaw, 61 in Flint, 62-ish in the Detroit area. Hey, good morning, Rob Bacon. I think I'm saying that correctly. And then this is tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, remember, southeast will be in the warm sector of the storm. So you're going to walk outside tomorrow, and that's when it's going to hit you. Wow, spring. It's 8 in the morning and it's 60 degrees and smells like rain and maybe some thunder and lightning around. Spring. Hey, Happy birthday, Cindy Grossman. Now, then you walk outside Saturday morning. Whoa, what happened? Back to winter. High temperatures in the 30s on Saturday. Sunday, up a touch to near 40. Monday in the 40s. Tuesday inching to 50. And Wednesday inching into the low 50s. So no extended cold, dragged out period showing up anywhere in this forecast. There you have it. We'll see thunder showers coming in this afternoon. Let's call it 2 p.m. in the southwest to 5 or 6 p.m. in the Detroit, Flint, Saginaw area. Possibility of isolated severe weather overnight tonight, but not a real big chance. And then it looks like we will see colder temperatures gradually filter in tomorrow and settle in for the weekend, but generally quiet weather. Stay safe, folks. I'm staying here. I'm isolated with my wife here at home. Really, this hasn't changed, honestly, the way I do my job, because it's been like this. And believe it or not, even though I talk to thousands of you a day, it's kind of a isolated type job. Even when I was in television, people really didn't understand that. Meteorologists would go back into the weather office. We might see 2 or 3 people troll through. I mean, of course, sure, on dinner break, we'd say hi to our friends and co-workers and whatnot, but it's not a very crowded type job. So staying safe. Hopefully you do too. And we'll keep you updated on any severe weather, of course, here on MLive.